Hey guys, this is Donnie at DFlow Crypto again, coming to you with another video. This video actually, it was an idea I had a few weeks ago and I decided to kind of roll with it. So this video is going to be about me taking $1,000 and investing it and seeing what we can do with it in 12 months. Obviously with $1,000 there's not a lot of diversification we can do, but I selected 4 different projects and dispersed the funds between them, and we're going to see what happens with them. I'm going to show you what those projects are in just a second, but before I do, I just wanted to remind you guys that nothing in this video is financial advice. This is strictly informative and for entertainment use. Obviously, if you decide to do anything that I'm doing in this video, I do encourage you to do your own research. And something else too, if you are liking the content I'm putting out so far, I just ask that you would like the video and subscribe. And also, I encourage you to leave comments as well. But anyway, with that, let's move on over to the project. This is the spreadsheet with the projects that I am invested in at the start of this $1,000 challenge. I picked these trying to be a little diversified while still being a little more aggressive as far as the returns go. You can see I chose drip, elephant money, Safu, and Vaporfy. If you notice here, I have Trunk is here. Trunk is actually part of elephant money, but the reason I have it separate is because the way the elephant token and the trunk token work is different. It's something I'll go into on a later video, but I just figured it'd be easier to keep track of the profits, separating them versus having them combined. I might adjust that later though. But as you can see here, I have a breakdown of how I disperse the funds. I put 300 into drip, a total of 300 into elephant, 150 into the elephant token, 150 in the trunk. Put 300 into Safu and 100 into Vaporfy. Again, I'm not going to go over these projects in detail at the moment, but I did want to just go through them really quick. On my first video, I did already go through drip, so if you want to know more about that, you can check that video out. Here is elephant money. Just a really quick overview. There's 2 different ways to, there are 2 different tokens. There's the elephant token and the trunk token. The elephant token kind of, it's more of like an auto staking coin. So you basically buy it, it sits in your wallet, and it automatically compounds, similar to things like Titano and Libero. And then the trunk token, which actually I had these 2 flipped around. So this was actually where you do trunk at, which you can see how many I have here. Actually, trunk will work similar to drip actually, or at least the way I chose to do it. There's a couple different ways you can do it. You can stake it or you can bond it. Bonding it works similar to drip in that you develop rewards over time, and you're able to roll it back into your total, and it increases how much your return is. And then, of course, the elephant token, like I said, it's an auto compounding token. And with that too, I also chose Safu, which Safu again is it's a very similar to Titano, has a higher return, but probably I would say like the biggest reason why I wanted to go with Safu over something like Titano is because, one, it's newer, so it's an earlier entry, but also just some of the safeguards they have in. Again, that's something I'll go over in more detail in a future video, but it looks pretty enticing, and that has some better legs as far as lasting longer. And then the last project I chose was Vaporfy, which is different than the others. That it's more of a node project. What's nice about Vapor is that the entry is really low. I think the getting it's like about $30. And they also have bonuses for the longer you take to withdraw, the higher percentages that you get in return. So I chose that just kind of like, again, as a diversification option here. And over time, vapor does have a pretty good return as well. So going back over here to the spreadsheet, my general plan for this is obviously like to let these things compound, see what we're looking like at the end of this month. I'll do another video just giving you guys updates on what that looks like. And as time goes on, I do want to diversify this even more, like take profits from these projects and go into other projects too. And it isn't necessarily going to just be, everybody likes to call these DGEM projects. I might even look at things like staking opportunities with some of your bigger chip cryptos and stuff like that. I know like Algorand and Cardano and stuff, those are good options for staking. But we'll reassess that each month. And again, the goal is to see how far we can take $1,000 in a year. All right, guys, those are the projects that I'm invested into for this experiment. Again, guys, I will release videos on each of these projects in the coming weeks. I have already done the drip video. That was my first video on the channel. So I do encourage you guys to check that one out. And as this experiment goes along, I do plan on investing in other projects with the profits from these projects. And I'll also be, like I said earlier, I will be keeping you guys up to date monthly on how these are doing, how the experiment is going. And if you guys want to do something similar, I do encourage you to do it. But again, definitely make sure you do your own research and don't invest money that you can't lose. Obviously, I don't think any of these projects are going to zero, but they can. And again, guys, if you do like what I'm putting out, I definitely ask that you like and subscribe. And I can't say it enough, I do ask that you guys leave comments. Let me know what you like, what you don't like, and if there are any suggestions. And with that, guys, this is Donnie at DFlow Crypto, and we'll see you guys in the next video.